said that you guys have basically played one bad quarter the entire season. Have you guys kind of continually reminded yourselves of that fact and carried yourselves with confidence going forward?
Yeah, because going into last week, we'll talk about last week. Going into last week, it was we got to play 4 quarters of football. That can't happen again. We got complacent, and then same energy this week. That's what I challenged the team, and a lot of the guys said we got to have the same outlook and how this game we got to take this game on, and it worked out good for us.
What would you say was the biggest key to keeping Brendan pretty clean relatively today throughout the game?
Just training up front, when it's me one-on-one with the nose, who wants it more? And that's kind of how I've tried to attack this season. Last year I lacked in pass protection, so this year going into it, who wants it more really?
You seem like a low-key guy. Did I see you as part of the celebration when Henderson scored the second touchdown and you did some sort of falling routine, or did you actually fall?
That was Phil Wilder. Yeah.
So I can't try
it makes it sounds right when I say it's Phil because he's always goofy and stuff, but it wasn't me. No, I just run down there and try and celebrate and then get off the field because I'm not on field goal.
Gavin, when I spoke to you earlier this week, we talked the importance of the run game. Brendan starts today 11 for 12. What were you guys seeing that allowed him to really go 11 for 12, and what were you guys seeing on that offensive line to allow that to happen?
Just making the best calls I can up there to, if it's a 3 down front, just knowing that in most situations, this game specifically, that I was going to be one-on-one with the nose, and then they have a dog walked up to the boundary, and then to the field, it's kind of a sorting type of aspect where they're really looking for the safety. If he comes down, if he doesn't, then they can bang back and help me out. But just train as long as we can, man.
Being one of the veteran leaders on the team, winning 34 to zip, but you were able to see a lot of the young guys get in. How do you feel when you see Tangy and Green and all those guys get some quality reps?
It's their time, man, before you know it. So I'm excited to see them out there when they get a chance. When they do that, they usually give it everything they got. They game plan just as well as I do. They know the calls just like I do. So Tangy, when he goes out there, he's gonna run the offense as best he can, and he does a great job.
Do you remember an all-around game like this since you've been here?
It's been a while. Can't really think of one really last year that stood out, but yeah, it's been a while.
Gavin, walk us through the emotions within that locker room. Obviously, the first Big 12 victory here at Nippert Stadium. Walk us through the confidence and morale heading into Texas Tech next week.
It's just keeping the same energy that we, after last week, we really emphasized on keeping the same energy. It's going to be a dogfight. They were big up front. They were strong. Keeping that same attitude towards going into Texas Tech, we'll really harp on that. We'll celebrate this one tonight, and then we'll really harp on that one tomorrow.
Cool. Thank you, Gavin. Track, last one, baby.
Come on, Track.
We don't even need the mic.
Track.
Shout
Come on,
it.
dude.
Shout it.
I'll try to walk it off here. In terms of you mentioned earlier about the attitude of the team, the way you guys have been playing lately. Do you try to take it like we don't care what the score is, we have to finish the game regardless of what the score is?
Yeah, as long as you finish the game, plays, they're on scholarship too, they're going to make plays. But just keeping our head up, staying confident in each other, and keeping each other motivated, that's really the attitude we have.
Thanks, Gavin.
Thank you.
Good question, Travis.